Namaste. I'm Lindh from Lakshmi Rising Yoga and Wellness. This is a class for awakening Shakti, awakening the creative potential that's inherent in all of us. Take a moment to close your eyes and ask yourself the question, what does this mean? What is lying dormant within? What needs to arise, to quicken, to take action, to become? Nourish it, bring it to life with your intention, with your imagination. And keep bringing your mind back to this as your mind wanders during the course of our practice. Let's chant Om 3 times to reinforce it. Inhale, stretch your arms forward and up. Exhale, palms into Om. Find some pelvic tilts, bringing some circulation to this area below our belly button, our dantian, or area of original force or essence. Circle your rib cage. And reverse. Come back to a neutral spine. Hold on to your knees. Arch your back. Pull your chest forward. Lift the chin slightly. Exhale. Round through your spine. Stretch the spine back, chin to chest. Inhale, arch forward. Lift your heart. Exhale, round. One more time. Come back to a neutral spine. Inhale, stretch your arms to the sky. Exhale, stretch your arms out and down. Every breath bringing new life, new prana, getting rid of the old, the stuff that's in the way. One more breath. Inhale, stretch your arms up to the sky, interlace your fingers, stretch as high as you can. Exhale, take your arms down to the right and gently twist, bottom to top. Inhale, untwist, stretch your arms high. Exhale, twist to the opposite side, bottom to top. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, twist. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your knees. Bring your right hand in front of your face in Vishnu Mudra, ring finger and thumb extended. Inhale through both nostrils, cover your right nostril with your thumb. Exhale through the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Keep going in this round of alternate nostril breathing. Slow and steady. Make it as slow as you can, with the inhale and the exhale remaining even. We'll go for a couple of minutes. Finish on your next exhalation through your left nostril and return to your natural breath. We're going to chant the Surya Bija mantras. Surya meaning sun, Bija meaning seed. These mantras bring life. These mantras bring energy. They bring health, radiance, healing, magnetism, and vitality. Repeat after me, and then we'll do it all together. Excuse me. Ram, Hrim, Hroom. Hraim, Hraum, Raha. Ram, Hrim, Hroom. Hraim, Hraum, Raha. Ram, Hrim, Hroom. Hraim, Hraum, Raha. Ram, Hrim, Hroom, Hraim, Hraum, Raha. Let's go through the whole string 3 times in a row, all together. Join me to chant. Inhale. Ram, Hrim, Hroom, Hraim, Hraum, Raha. Ram, Hrim, Hroom, Hraim, Hraum, Raha. Ram, Hrim, Hroom, Hraim, Hraum, Raha. Open up your eyes, stretch out your legs, lean back, circle your ankles 10 times. And reverse. Flex and point, wiggle your toes. Bring the bottoms of your feet to the mat, drop your knees side to side. And back to center. Feet in line with your shoulders, hands beneath your shoulders. Exhale, lift your hips up. Inhale, slide your hips back. Three more times. Come onto your seat, slide around onto your hands and knees. Hands beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. Circle the weight over your wrists. And circle the other way. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round through your spine. Move with your breath. Massaging the spine, your spinal cord. Strong muscles of your back, all with the intention of waking up our vitality. Sway your hips to the right, look to the right. Sway your hips to the left, look to the left. 2 more times on each side. Back to neutral, make some circles with your rib cage. And reverse. Inhale, arch your back, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, press back into downward facing dog. Take a moment to stretch any way that feels good. Lift high on your tiptoes, bend your knees, send your hips high. Find some cat and cow tilts upside down. Find some circles with your pelvis. And the other way. Back through downward facing dog. Open your feet as wide as your mat. Sway your hips side to side. And circle the weight all the way around. Press into your hands and back into your feet. The circle, the symbol of regeneration. Reverse directions. The circle of never-ending life. Of cycles, of patterns. Life force herself. Ground through down dog. Stretch your right hand across. Grab your left ankle. Sway your hips to the right. Look up to the sky. Past the left shoulder. Untwist. Ground your right hand, reach your left hand across. Grab the outer right ankle. Lean your hips to the left, look to the sky past your right shoulder. Back through center. Open your feet as wide as your shoulders. Roll back and forth. Inhale, open your front body, lift your chest. Exhale, hips to the sky. 4 more times. Roll through upward facing dog and back into downward facing dog. Last 3. And 1. Open your feet as wide as your mat, step them slightly forward. Drop down into a squat. Bring your palms to your heart, lift and open across your chest, hold your malasana. Close your eyes, engage the pelvic floor, come into a round of Kapalabhati breath for about a minute. Inhale to a comfortable level and begin forceful exhales. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely. Hold the breath out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale slowly. Hands down. Exhale, lift your hips. Hands to shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold over your legs, feet as wide as your hips. Inhale, roll up onto your tiptoes. Reach your arms all the way overhead, interlace your fingers. Exhale, heels down, toes up, squat down and back. Lift back up onto your tiptoes. Drop your arms, drop your heels. Repeat that same movement 2 more times. Inhale onto your tiptoes. Stretch high. Exhale, drop your heels, lift your toes, keep your spine straight, drop down and back. Rise back up onto your toes. Lower your heels, lower your arms. 1 more time. Inhale. Reach up high. Exhale, drop down and back. Inhale, back up to toes. Exhale, arms down, palms to heart center. Take a step up to the top of your mat. Ground through your feet. Draw up through your arches. Draw up through the front of your thighs, down through the back of the thighs. Relax the glutes. Draw up through the front of the low belly. Draw up through the upper back. Draw down through the sacrum. Inhale, lift the arms out and up. Interlace your fingers, Kali Mudra. Point your fingers up, other fingers interlaced. Stretch to the right. Inhale, center, stretch to the left. Inhale, center, exhale, hands to your low back, fingers pointing up, elbows in, lean back and arch. Exhale, forward fold, interlace your fingers, arms stretch overhead. Sweep your hands to your shins, flatten your back. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right leg high. Exhale, right foot forward in between your hands. Press into your feet, roll up into a high lunge. Twist to the right, stretch the right arm back, turn and look to your back arm. Inhale, arms up, open into warrior two. Sweep forward and reverse your warrior two. Exhale, ground your hands. Roll to the outside of the back foot. Grab onto your right big toe. Pick the leg up and just hover. Send it back through a high plank, one leg. Drop the toes, lower through chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Step your toes together, sweep the left leg to the sky. Left foot forward between your hands. Ground through your feet, roll up, reach your arms, lift your chest. Twist left. Inhale, arms up, open warrior two. Stretch forward and reverse your warrior two. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Spin onto your back tiptoes, drop your right heel over to the right, point your left toes to the left, grab onto your left big toe. Pick the foot up and just hover. Drop the hand, send the leg back, high plank on one leg. Lower the foot, chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Look up to the top of your mat, lift onto your tiptoes, bend your knees as light as a feather. Float your feet to your hands, lengthen through your spine. Fold over your legs, outer edges of your feet parallel to each other, knees pointing straight ahead. Sweep your arms up into chair pose. Move your arms with your breath. Inhale, arms pulse down, nourishing all the way down to the lower belly with each breath. Arms up. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, stand all the way up and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Take the right leg high. Take the right foot forward. Drop the back knee 3 times, straighten the front leg, and bend it again. Bend the front knee, scissor the inner thighs together, interlace your fingers, come up into a low lunge, Anjaneyasana. 5 breaths here. Circle the arms down, ground the front foot, straighten the front leg, lengthen the spine, fold over your front leg. 5 breaths here. Walk your hands to the right, drop your pinky toe to the right, turn and look to your back foot. 5 breaths in the twist. Untwist, come back through center. Press into the front hands, lift the back knee. Point your right toes to the right, drop your left heel to the left, grab onto your right big toe, pick the foot up, come up a little bit higher. Start to kick the foot into the hand, see where it goes. This time extend the leg, bend the knee, drop it back behind you, open into wild thing. Pulse 3 times, lower your hips, stretch your hand between your knees. One more time. And back through center, coil knee to nose. Step back, one-legged plank. Lower down, chaturanga, ground all 10 toes. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Toes step together, left leg to the sky. Left foot forward between your hands. Drop the back knee. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Bend the front knee, draw up through Anjaneyasana, 5 breaths. Circle the arms down, ground the foot. Straighten the front leg, lengthen the spine. Inhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Exhale, fold over the leg for 5 breaths. Drop your pinky toe to the floor. Keep the foot really, really flexed. Walk your hands around to the left. Turn and look to your back foot. 5 breaths. And back through center. Shift forward, lift the back knee. Point your left toes to the left, drop your right heel to the right, grab onto your big toe. Lift the foot up. Start to kick the foot into the hand, lift the hips. See where you go. Extend the leg, reach through your arm. Drop the leg behind you, open up into Wild Thing. Pulse 3 times. Hips come down and up. And flip all the way around. Coil your knee to your nose. Send the leg back, one-legged plank. Drop down through one-legged chaturanga. All 10 toes on the floor. Glide forward, upward facing dog. And back into downward facing dog. Step your toes together. Take an inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. And exhale, place the right foot forward in between your hands. Roll up into a high lunge. Open up into Warrior 2. Straighten out your front leg. Reach forward and reverse straight-legged Warrior 2. And exhale, come forward into Triangle Pose. Keep a micro bend in both knees. Take the back of the hand to the inner shin. Press the back hand into the inner shin and lift and stretch. To go deeper into the pose, reach all the way down and grab onto your big toe. Yogi toe hold. Pull up from there. Flatten the hips from there. Reach in all directions. Find the upward lift. Breath 5. Roll the upper arms away from each other. Tuck the right hip under, pull the left hip back. Two. And 1. Come back up. Reverse Warrior 2. And 5-pointed star. Reach in all directions. Light potential. Arms up overhead, goddess. 5 breaths, shoulders over hips, lean back, chest open. Take the hands all the way down to the floor. Straighten out your legs, toes in, heels out. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Walk your hands all the way over to the right. Hug your right leg. Shift the weight forward towards your toes. Roll through center all the way to the left. Hug your left leg. All the way through center. Lengthen your spine. Shift forward over your right leg. Point your toes to the right. Drop your heel to the left. Grab onto your right big toe. Pick the foot up. And this time, gripping your big toe, yogi toe hold. Kick the leg up to the sky. Hold it 4, 3. Gaze up to your foot. 2. And 1. Gently release the leg. Land on your tiptoes in Wild Thing. Open through your front body. And release through one-legged plank, knee to chest. Step back. Lengthen the spine, open the chest. Lower down, drop the foot. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Other side, step your toes together, left leg up. Left foot forward. Roll up into a high lunge. Open up into warrior 2. Straighten out your front leg. Shift your rib cage forward, pull the right hip back. Reverse your warrior 2. And shift all the way forward into triangle. Back of hand to inner shin. Right arm reaches up. Toes relaxed, body flat. To go deeper, reach all the way down to the big toe. Pull up and lean back. Pull the right hip back, swivel the left hip under. Tap into that prana vayu, that buoyant force in the chest. Feel it lifting you up and supporting you. Arm bones rolling open. 3 more breaths. Come up, open into a 5-pointed star. Shine in all the directions. Palms together, knees open into a goddess. Hands down, lift your hips. Toes in, heels out, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold over your legs. Lengthen through your spine, hug your left leg. Come back through center, hug your right leg. Back through center, shift forward over your left leg. Point your toes to the left, drop your heel to the right. Grab onto your big toe, yogi toe hold. Pick the foot up. Kick the leg up to the sky. Reach through your tiptoes, lift the gaze. Lift up and out of the bottom shoulder. Full of potential, full of creative life force. Shining in every way that you can. Gracefully let it go. Open up into Wild Thing. Flip through to plank, knee to nose. Send the leg back. Lower down through chaturanga. Ground both feet to open into upward facing dog. Send the hips back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, exhale fully and hop your feet right up to your hands and find a seat. Stretch your left leg long, bend your right leg in, sole of the foot to your inner thigh. Reach both arms to the sky, lift up, inhale, find Dandasana. Exhale, forward fold over your left leg. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky, find the lightness. Exhale, ground the right hand, roll onto your right knee, lift your hips, arch and lean back. Return to center. Cross your right foot over your left thigh, hug the knee into the chest, reach your right arm high, grow tall, tall, tall. Twist to your right arm behind you, turn and look all the way back. On your next exhale, untwist all the way back around, a little counter twist, bow down to the earth, bow down to your inner divine, and come back to center. Switch legs, stretch your right leg out, bend your left leg so the sole of the foot is on the inner thigh. Reach your arms high, find the staff pose, stretch. And exhale, forward fold over your right leg. 15 breaths here. Lengthen through the spine to stretch your back and establish the anterior pelvic tilt. Once you've stretched as far as you can there, soften down. Inhale, reach up, stretch tall. Release your left hand to the ground behind you, lift the hips up, arch back. And release down. Cross your left foot over your right thigh. Press into the foot, keep the right foot flexed and engaged. Hug the knee into the chest, stretch the left arm high. Circle the left arm behind you, hand in line with your spine. Grow tall on the inhale, twist all the way back on the exhale. Chest open, shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, untwist. Hands come down to the ground, forward fold, soften the belly, bow down. And come back to center. Stretch out both legs. Press into your hands, lift your hips up, reverse plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ground down and find your way all the way onto your back. Knees to chest. Happy baby. Open your feet into a wide V. Bring your feet back together. Press into your arms, long by your sides. Stretch the toes to the floor behind your head into plow pose. Keep the weight in your arms and your shoulders without putting weight in your neck. I don't know if you could hear me. Without putting weight in your neck. So we're in a low version of our plow pose rather than hips stacked over shoulders. Keep the neck nice and soft, neck nice and open. And lift your legs up to the sky. Salamba Sarvangasana, supported shoulder stand. Again, no pressure in the neck. Open throat. Gentle, restorative inversion. Energize your feet. Body purifying. So that the creative life force is awake and unblocked, so that you can feel it and act from it. Draw your knees into your chest, lower down onto your back. Hug the knees in 3 times, stretch the knees away, use the knees to stretch the arms and the back of the neck. Bring your feet to the ground, open your arms like a T, cross your right thigh all the way over your left thigh. Drop your knees to the left, turn your head to the right. Come back through center, switch legs. Drop your knees to the left, turn your head to the right. Come back through center. Take your knees into your chest. Roll out your back. Take a moment to add any other movements that will feel good as a way to complete your practice. And open up into Shavasana. You can take as long as you like in Shavasana, anywhere from the next 30 seconds to the next 10 minutes. We'll close our practice together here. Hand over belly, hand over heart, on your back in Shavasana. Full of creative potential, Shakti activated, alive and well. Full of gratitude. Namaste.